They say the best job for an introvert is a fire lookout. Just you, the mountains, and a whole lot of peace and quiet. I jumped at the chance to volunteer for a season in a remote tower in Montana. The old ranger who gave me the keys, a man with a face like a dried-up riverbed, handed me a laminated card with a short list of rules. I figured they were just standard safety procedures. I was wrong. The first rule was simple enough. If you see smoke rising from the valley, radio it in immediately. Makes sense, right? That's literally the job. But it was the second rule that gave me a little pause. If the smoke turns blue, do not move, do not blink. I asked the ranger what that meant. He just shrugged and said, equipment can get weird out here. Just a precaution. I didn't push it. The third rule was even stranger. Don't leave the cabin after 2 a.m. No exceptions. Again, I chalked it up to wildlife or something. The first few weeks were blissfully uneventful. Sunrises painted the sky in fiery colors, and the nights were so clear I could almost touch the stars. I spent my days reading, sketching, and watching the endless sea of green trees. Then, one afternoon, I saw it. A thin, gray tendril of smoke, curling up from the valley floor. I grabbed the radio, my heart thumping a bit with adrenaline. Dispatch, this is Tower 7. I've got a visual on a smoke column, Sector 4. The voice crackled back. Copy that. Tower 7. Keep us updated. I kept my binoculars trained on the plume. It was growing, but slowly. And then, it happened. The gray smoke started to shift, swirling into an unnatural, vibrant shade of cobalt blue. I froze, the ranger's second rule, screaming in my mind. If the smoke turns blue, do not move. Do not blink. My hand was still on the radio, but I couldn't bring myself to press the button. My eyes were locked on the blue smoke, and they were starting to burn. I fought the urge to blink, tears streaming down my face. The smoke wasn't just blue anymore. It was coalescing, twisting into shapes. They were almost human, but not quite. Too long, too thin. The sun began to set, casting long, eerie shadows across the valley. The blue smoke pulsed in the twilight. I didn't know how long I'd been standing there, a statue in my own observation tower. Finally, as darkness fell completely, the blue color faded, and the smoke dissipated as if it had never been there. I collapsed into my chair, gasping for air, my entire body trembling. I didn't sleep that night. I just watched the clock, the ticking sound echoing the frantic beat of my heart. 1:58, 1:59. The clock struck 2 a.m. Right on cue, a soft rhythmic sound started. Asterisk knock. Knock, knock, asterisk. It wasn't coming from the door. It was coming from the window. My blood ran cold. Slowly, I turned my head. Outside, swirling in the pale moonlight, was a column of smoke. But this time, it had formed a perfect silhouette of a person, its long, thin arm raised, its smoky hand waving slowly back at me. And from within the smoke, I could just make out 2 glowing blue embers, right where its eyes should be. Thanks so much for watching. If you enjoyed this story, don't forget to hit that like button and subscribe for more chilling tales. See you next time.